team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Running to the left. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw. Finds his man down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
From the gun, the ground game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He's looking to pass. Quickly complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gilbert. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Give to the running back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Pulls and fired complete. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot. Looking to scramble.
He'll let it go down the right side. And he's got it inside the 25. First down to start the drive after the break. Handoff from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He'll pull it on the read. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, advantageous situation now for this defense.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Well, so much for the idea of tying the game with a short field goal attempt. It's 4th down, and they'll go for it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And the 3 ball gives us a tie. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They try to get it outside on the left. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Quarterback checking the play. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got his man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. They'll go to the ground, and he could not get loose on the run.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the 1st down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Running back searching for a hole. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, trying...
Going over the top. Makes the grab inside the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's right on target. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, going up top. Touchdown, Tiger! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Fair catch, called for and made. Only 10 seconds remaining here in the first half as they put it in play, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Going to take a shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
He's not afraid to go deep. And the ball is intercepted. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Gilbert. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. Here come the Irish, back on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. On the option. He'll toss it. Shakes off the tackler. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Offense gets set for second down. They'll go with a direct snap. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Trying to find his man on first down. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker
throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, hey, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Rides to the back. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
On the move at the 30. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. This is a designed run. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll give it to the back. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. They're going to go for it with a couple of good options here. Get it to the 1, you get the 1st down. Get it farther, you get the touchdown. Wide out in motion. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. They want to run this quarterback. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
I was expecting one on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping him off balance with that play call.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Clemson is quick to the line. He'll sneak it. Touchdown, Clemson! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
3rd and goal situations, these are so hard as a defense, so little room to be able to give an inch at all. And you know when he goes under center, there's a good chance quarterback sneaks coming, and the offense does it and successfully gets the touchdown.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Ready to get moving. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Here's the handoff. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
They want to run it left here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UTEP overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from El Paso, these Miners got to be thrilled with the result. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications.
He lets it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second and 10 from their own 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Unloads it downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off? They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. They get to him as he throws. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line.
And this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
And that pass picked off. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Fighting off the defender.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Complete downfield. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
What a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their first game, but they've rebounded beautifully. And I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
He'll set up to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed. At linebacker, he can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Slings it downfield. And he's thrown another interception. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. On second down, wants to throw it. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. When you know you have a team out of class, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.